there could be some erosion of the belief in the Fed's commitment to the 2% target. How much should we worry that you guys are cutting rates while you're away from your target? And not only that, don't forecast you hit your target until 2028.
Well, Steve, I don't see the erosion yet. Thankfully, it's not there in the data, but it's something that we need to work extra hard to explain to the public why we're making the actions that we're making, why we're cutting rates right now in light of the elevated inflation that we've all been experiencing for 4 years. So I identified it in my essay as a risk that what could cause inflation expectations to rise if people believe that what we call our reaction function has changed and that we would somehow be okay with 3% inflation. We're not okay with 3% inflation. I'm confident that we are going to get inflation back down to 2%, but these tariffs have pushed inflation back up, and we're having to adjust policy to try to accommodate and keep the labor market strong at the same time.
So, Neel, the old saw is watch what they do, not what they say. What are you doing about bringing inflation back down?
Well, if we look at the underlying components, and I don't get into this as much into my essay, housing services inflation is on a very steady trajectory to come down. I've got a lot of confidence that housing inflation is going to continue to come down. Non-housing services inflation is slowly coming down. It's pretty tied to wage growth, and wages are on a downward trajectory. So I've got pretty good confidence that those two segments are going to continue to come down. The core goods inflation had actually ticked negative at the start of this year. That was very good news. It had been negative before the pandemic. They've now come up because of tariffs. And so it really comes down to, do you believe tariffs are a one-time effect or something more persistent? I'm getting more confident that it's more likely a one-time effect, but it's going to take a couple of years for it to play out.